Hello, everyone. Welcome to May We Talk Show. This is May from Superstar Art Foundation. And today I'm very glad to invite a guest to join my show. And his name is David Santo, and he's a screenwriter.
That's right.
Welcome, David.
Hi, May. Thank you very much. My name is David Santo. I'm a screenwriter, and I write stories about fascinating people that overcome incredible odds. My interviews have been featured in Fox, NBC, CBS Online. I've sold 6 scripts. I have 4 produced movies. And I'm also the author of 5 books, including my book on how to write screenplays. That went to #1 on Kindle. And my autobiography also hit #1 on Kindle. So I was really proud of that. Within the last 12 months, I signed with a new literary agency. It's Simpson Literary Agency. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for the help. I also signed with Ghostwriter Central. It's a ghostwriting agency. Michael is the guy who runs it. I'm very appreciative of his help. And I'm also an associate producer. And if you know anything about the current state of TV film on the indie level, it's really a mess right now. So I was just super happy that the big shots in charge figured out distribution, and we'll be able to see the movie soon. If you want to learn more about me, you just go to screenwriterdave.com.
Okay, that's very impressive and exciting. I'm looking forward to see your new movies. Just noticed there's some posters on your wall. Can you tell me what it is?
You know, prior to becoming a screenwriter, I was a singer-songwriter for 20 years. I had multiple albums out. I did the music thing. And even though I'm a full-time screenwriter by day, I still enjoy doing music part-time. So the banner behind me is when I do like a coffee shop or a hair salon or whatever it is. I have friends, family, and some of the old fans come over, and I put up a banner, a sign in the yard, and I do a little concert for them. So I'm still active in music, but I'm no longer trying to release records and chart records like what we normally think of as an artist. I think of myself as a screenwriter first and foremost.
Okay, sounds interesting. We have the Economic World Champion. You just created a song for Miss Economic World. Did you write that song by yourself?
Yeah, the song I did write by myself. It's entitled Everybody's Beautiful. I played all the instruments and shot the video about a year and a half ago. And it was just such a joy to be able to share that message of everybody's beautiful. And the synergies with Superstar Art Foundation were so good. That's why I just wanted to pitch you with that idea, because I'm going, the message I'm promoting is everybody's beautiful. And the message you're promoting is everybody's beautiful. And let's see if we can integrate that into the economic world and the economic landscape. And I just thought that was brilliant. So I was really excited to be included.
Yeah, thank you for your support. You know, Miss Economic World is not just a beauty pageant, cultural Olympic Games among all the countries. We are girls from different countries. I think it's a good competition. And, you know, we have received more than 80 contestants every year, even though there's a COVID, and we got to see their talent online, and it was fun experience. Mm-hmm.
What was so thrilling about the Superstar Art Foundation and the gala is your idea of putting it online exclusively. Just it was kind of a happy accident in a weird way with COVID that we have to do everything online now. So it was really wonderful to be able to access that kind of talent and information from the convenience of my ring light right here in my bedroom.
Yes. Yeah, you know, a lot of the models and actors that used to get on the stage, but because of COVID, they didn't get much chance and didn't get much job offers. And, you know, the way we create the Miss Economic Championship and also Superstar Award Gala is also to provide the people the experience to be on the virtual stage and get to showcase their talent in front of the world. The world now is changing. The pandemic changes everything of all the world economy, and it changed the way how we do our business. So
I agree. And it's just fascinating that even a few years ago, if you and I would have been doing this on Zoom, everyone would have been kind of going, that's kind of weird, you know? And now this is just the new normal. So it's really exciting to be a part of that.
yeah, we're going to host the Superstar Award Gala in December 18th. You're welcome to join this gala and bring your artwork. I think I'm going to exhibit your song a little bit to share with our audience in the gala too. And also, I know that you're from the film industry, and if there's any artist and you want to recommend to join the award nomination in the Superstar Gala, you're welcome too. Okay, Now, let's back to your own experience, your personal career. How did you start the screenwriting?
Well, the year was 1998. Oh, it was a crazy year. You could buy a gallon of gas for $1.06. And I was just wrapping up my music career. And I was looking for a new way to express myself in story. I didn't know at that point that I was a storyteller. I just thought I was a musician guy who had some opinions. But as I turned the corner in that part of my life, I was really looking for some way to tell a more complete story. And there was a lot of similarities between a song, which has a verse, bridge, chorus, and a screenplay, which has act one, act two, act three. And I was just really, it just caught me by surprise. So I started reading every book I could find on screenwriting, and they were all pretty bad. So I eventually stumbled onto this book by Professor Richard Walter. He's the screenwriting chairman of UCLA. He's retired about a year ago. I read his book and it was brilliant. So I wrote him a letter the old-fashioned way, like our primitive ancestors used to do, where you get a pen and you actually write on paper and then you mail it out. And I introduced myself to him and he invited me out to LA. So in the year 2000, my late wife and I went out to LA and we met him. We had a great time and he mentored me the old-fashioned way. He literally just read my scripts and then he would write notes in it, and 3 or 4 months would go by. I'd send him another script. He'd mail back notes, and we did this for years. What a blessing. And after about 3 or 4 years of doing that, he finally said, Dave, there's not really much more I can teach you. Just go out and do it. So he introduced me to an agent. She promptly said, no, thank you. And I just started my own hustle independently ever since then. May?
Okay, thank you. And how many screenplays you have already wrote, and what's your favorite one?
Well, I've written well over 100, and that's not including clients. So most of my work is done writing for clients, whether it's in the credit sequence or I'm a ghostwriter for a project. So I'd say 70% of my writing is done for clients. As far as my favorite script for me, I know you've heard this before, but when you make 5 paintings, let's say, it's really hard to pick one over the other, even though I loved your Cleopatra today. My point is, it's really hard for me to pick one of my own personal scripts, but I did write a script. It was your idea, and it was called The Eight Immortals. And it's like one of those scripts that's right. It's kind of like a client, but I really had executive decisions on a lot of the storytelling ideas. So just because I'm talking to you, that script kind of jumps out in my mind, where it was this really fabulous idea that you presented to me, and it gave me freedom to write in a genre that I rarely get to write.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Do you find any difficulties or challenge to understand the cultural differences when you're writing the screenplay?
When I was writing Eight Immortals?
Yes.
I did not, because I've studied the world's greatest religions, and I can name them all, the top 10 for you in the correct order they were created, and the 3 things they all share in common. So the idea of going back to Babylonian Hinduism, Zenism, Taoism, Zoroastrianism, Confucianism, Buddhism. I mean, to go back that far to Taoism, this was a subject matter that I had studied before. I was very familiar with, and I'm wearing a mala right now, which is very common for a Buddhist or for a Taoist to wear. So culturally, I didn't feel any separation between me and the material at all, because I'm still telling Bruce Lee's the lead character. I'm still telling his story from my deepest heart. So there's some language barriers, yes. But as far as telling a story where my hero wants something madly, passionately, deeply, and getting the chance to do it in animation like The Eight Immortals, it was truly one of the greatest joys of my life. Still is. I love talking about it.
Okay, thank you. This is one of my favorite stories too, because I grew up in China and I know the story a long time. And, as a filmmaker, I want to move that to the big screen. And that was my dream, I always wanted to do something, that better fit into the market, but also tell an interesting story and let people know about this ancient legendary story from China. And just to give you a little bit background of this movie, and this Eight Immortals movie from ancient magic story from China. It's the story about how the Eight Immortals come from the normal human being turn into immortal, and also how they help the young kids to fight with the evil and grow up. And I think this is a movie that's good for all the families audience. And it's 3D animation at the beginning with me. So thank you for your support. And I'm sure, we will get the fruitful result when the film comes out. As long as we work as a team, we can do a lot of great things, especially with the Superstar Art Foundation platform. Superstar Art Foundation is registered in Texas, is a nonprofit organization regulated by 501c03. So our mission is to support artist dreams. We are inviting more artists to join us and more philanthropists to support us. And that's why we're having this show, and we interview and promote the artists and promote the philanthropy, promote our philosophy. So hopefully we can get more support from the community and also do more support back to the community. Okay, so tell me about what is your next plan, and what is your current project, and what is your next plan? What's your dream?
Yeah, well, my dream one would be to help the Eight Immortals complete itself. And secondly, I just finished a half-hour single camera comedy entitled Talk Radio. And it's very low budget, very diverse, very funny. And I'm talking with my agent right now about where she can shop this, who I can show it to. And I'm really looking forward to what I'm trying to do with this script at this juncture as we speak today is connect with a showrunner. And a showrunner is the equivalent of a producer in the movie biz. So if you're in the TV biz and you've written a spec script like I have, you want to connect with a showrunner because that's the person that has all the connections to help get this thing made. And I'm very excited about the script. It got a double recommend in screenplay coverage from Stage 32. It's this highly recommended website. And a double recommend means that they recommend me as a writer and that script as well to be the elite 1% of the 1%. So it doesn't put money in my pocket directly, but it does help me market myself better. So I'm really grateful for that, May.
Okay, I just noticed there's a guitar right next to your table, right?
Over here? Yeah, I got I got 3 keyboards, 2 guitars, a drum machine over there. So yeah, this is kind of like my little home studio gone crazy. And I actually have people stop by the house from time to time and I do little concerts for them. It's loads of fun. Can
you play a little bit the guitar for me?
Oh my
I'm not sure if you're prepared, but I think it's going to be fun to listen.
Oh God, I'm going to play piano instead.
Sweet love lasts forever. In the night we come together.
like that positive energy. No matter, it doesn't matter what you do, you are putting 100% effort, and you are putting 100% passion into it. And it's just the same as you creating the art, do the painting. I feel like something inside me said, okay, I gotta do this. I have to do this. Then I do it, and I can make it good. But if there's something you don't have interest or you don't have the passion, for somebody, for someone else, it may be, very boring work.
Right,
but if this is really something that you are good at and you have passion with, you can work out really good.
Look at you, said a bunch of nice things. I'm going to have my friend edit that down so I can use it on Instagram. I approach every, for lack of a better word, task with passion, excellence, and overall mastery of the relevant information. And if I can't do that, I would just rather focus on the things that I truly am gifted with.
So, we have the same language because we interpret the soul, what's in your mind. I think that's a universal language. And I'm happy to have time to communicate with you further on the projects. And so we can work something out together with our great thoughts. So I put all the collection of my artwork together and the oil painting and the recreations. Yeah, hopefully I can get some support when I do my distribution.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right. Yes, thank you for joining my interview, and nice talking to you. And it's fun to watch you play the piano. Yeah, and hopefully I can see you soon in our Superstar Award Gala.